dragon's breath just singed my eyebrows. How are you planning to dodge that fireball?
Another one.
Ooh, it's about to get spicy. It's about to get real spicy up in here. Let me do this. All right. We are locked and loaded. I can minimize that. Stuff just don't want to act right. All right, all right, all right. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody, y'all? Welcome to Divine Time, where purpose meets presence and real conversations lead to real transformation. I'm your host, Donnelly Divine. Here we speak truth, we heal openly, and we grow intentionally. Every episode is rooted in love, guided by spirit, and created to uplift your mind, your heart, and your soul. This isn't just a podcast, it's a movement, a safe space for the awakened, the healing, and the seekers of truth. So whether you're here to be inspired, challenged, or seen, you've arrived right on time, divine time. With it, of course, I have to introduce the one and only, my madre. Let me see if she's still here and still talking and not typing up a whole bunch of stuff. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, dope, dope, dope. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So I want to go ahead and start with this. Today's topic is going to be your own best friend. Ultimately, putting love back into yourself, finding that love in yourself. Because there's a lot of individuals where I'm sure you've heard of people pleasing. Have you not?
You talking to me?
You're the only person on here.
Oh my, we got smart mouth today.
I'm like, I introduced you and started talking to you, and then you're like, you talking to me? Like,
What you doing? Who you talking to?
I'm talking to the only person in front of me.
What's throwing me off is I'm seeing a steal you. I'm not
You're
seeing a
seeing it
live
steal
you.
me? Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. You
all
can
right.
show me you in the real moment and time.
That's a bit much. You said in the real moment. What's real these days? We got a president that's not even real. But anyway, moving
Listen,
on.
I'm not going political.
I'm not
I'm not
either.
raising my blood pressure.
I'm not because I have nothing nice to say.
No, I'm not. Make no
You
sense.
always said if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. I'm not going
Don't,
there.
hey, and I'm adopted that today. Don't say nothing.
Yes. But as I was saying, today's topic is going to be about giving that love back to yourself. There's a lot of individuals in the world who have gotten caught up in people pleasing. And with it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those individuals back in the day. I was always there for everybody else, and I wasn't putting that energy towards myself or putting enough energy towards myself, and it halted me in a lot of things that I was doing. When I stopped putting
Mm-hmm.
that energy into others and pretty much put it back towards me, redirected it to myself, I
Mm-hmm.
accomplished a whole lot of stuff very quickly. Plus, at the same time,
Interesting.
is I realized that when you're putting energy into other people, those people will not do the same
Mm-hmm.
things for you. Either they are not in positions to where they can, or they just ultimately will not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There was a time. I'm gonna give a quick short little story. I think it was like a couple
Of
weeks ago.
course.
You know me, I'm a storyteller. It was a couple weeks ago. I went out to a bar, and it was on, I think, a Tuesday. Yeah, no, it was on a Thursday. It was karaoke night, and I went out. I'm sitting at the bar. People were singing. Some songs came on that I knew. I'm singing along with it. I'm eating my chicken wings, drinking my one beer, and this one girl, she was like, I always see you by yourself. Now, granted, I just moved out here. Nobody really sees me. So right there, I was like, in my head, I was like, okay, you clocking me. You paying too much attention to me. Like, find something to do. But she was like, I always see you by yourself. She's like, you always having a good time. She's like, you ain't got no friends. I was like, I am my best friend. And then like with it, I started continue singing and dancing in my little chair. Then I stood up and started dancing and removed myself away from her because I was just like, next thing that was probably going to come was going to be, oh, I love your energy, which that I don't like it when people say that because it's usually individuals who try and prey on your energy. So I'm just like, but it made me think of that because I was like, man, I don't go out with a whole lot of people, mainly because of the fact that when I do go out with people, now it's like I'm kind of in charge of the things they do, or it'll bring drama to me and all that stuff. I don't do drama. I don't do drama, and I'm at the point now where you start causing drama and brings its way towards me, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be like Pop Smoke. I'm like, that's your problem. I've had situations in the past where people I was around, I ended up getting in fights and things like that because of the people that was around me. I'm like, I don't do that stuff. I'm not about to go to jail or possibly go to jail for things that others have done. When I go out, the only thing I can really control is myself. So if I say I'm gonna have fun, I can control myself having fun. I don't need other people to have fun.
Okay.
So going straight into it, learning to love your own company, to find joy, peace, and fulfillment in your own presence. So you stop chasing people who don't value your energy. Once you learn to love your own company, you stop chasing the wrong kind of company. That's one of the issues that I see a lot. People want to be validated and seen so much that they are chameleons in the world. They will literally change and camouflage to blend in with other people that they feel will allow them to be seen. They will portray individuals that they're not just to make sure that they feel liked rather than actually loving themselves, liking themselves, and enjoy being in their own company. It's something I'm teaching my daughter, and she's actually dang near mastered it by this point. She's able to be herself and have fun by herself, and it draws other people towards her rather than her going out seeking other people in order to have fun. When she was
Mm-hmm.
younger, she always used to come to me at the playground and stuff and be like, Daddy, nobody wants to play with me. I'm like, don't go out seeking to play with other people. Enjoy playing by yourself, and then everybody will see you're having fun and they'll start gravitating towards you. This girl now, she'll just go out to the playground and she'll start playing, like swinging around, like push the swings as if she's like pushing somebody, or she'll push a swing and then jump onto it and start swinging herself and be screaming, ah, laughing and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. The next thing you know, she comes back running to me and there's like four other people behind her. She's like, Daddy, these are my friends. I'm like, and of course, me as an adult in my head, I'm like, you don't even know them. They don't even know you. But all right, cool. Everybody's your friend right now. That's another lesson we'll have to learn in time. But I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So then she's there, and now all of a sudden I'm wrapped in with playing tag with a bunch of children I don't even know and everything. And I'm like, how did this happen? But anywho, so yeah, when you give off that energy from loving yourself and being in your loving your own company, other people gravitate towards that rather than going out trying to forcibly meet people and then allow others to dictate your emotional state or your level of happiness while you're out. Hi. You there? You just.
I mean, you want to rant. What am I supposed to say? I'm just listening. I'm just going through the steps of my own life and realizing, wow, I was there. Wasn't there, but hmm,
All right. Well, we're going to go straight into the first talking point. You ready? The power of enjoying
sure.
your own company. Why solitude isn't loneliness, it's self connection.
Yeah, but don't be so separated from others that you really do lose yourself because you can get so deep into your head and it's no one to help you to reason or
Hmm.
look at things in a different way. Um, I'm a loner, believe it or not. But I have friends, and we get together and we have fun. Oh my God, do we have fun?
Yeah.
Um, I just did a breast cancer walk yesterday with some lovely Black military women.
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio organization, and it's not again, it's not all Black women, but hey, that's just who we are. Six was it? Anywho, that's who we are, and we had a great time. But as far as me being stuck up under somebody all the time, I've never really been like that. Um, I've always been in a small group,
Yes.
and I attribute it to it was what 7 years between my older brother and 9 years between me and my sister. So I had all those years to where I was pretty much with me and grandma. So I don't mind playing with myself. I learned to love me um, well into my adulthood
Mm-hmm.
because there is a time when you're, I think it's your young adulthood, 20s to maybe even into your 30s, where you're seeking love, and that's not something that we teach to people. You're seeking you're finding your own identity,
Yeah.
and that's sometimes why people tend to act like other people. But it's also you're building your self-esteem, and depending on where you are in life, how you were raised and what you
Rewarding
were
multi-line
taught,
Another one.
F7K says.
you either gonna be
And
that that
family,
that
would you
that,
like
that
male
alpha dog
viewers? Let's make you popular link.
or that dog. So no one should ever be so alone that they're separated from society.
Mm-hmm.
We need each other. We really do need each other. COVID definitely brought that to the forefront. We need each other.
We do.
A pat on the back, a hug, sometimes a kiss, depending on who it is. But we need each other because we're humans.
Yeah. Kiss my
And
ass. I'm joking.
no, come on, Negro,
I'm sorry.
please, please have mercy, fuck.
I'm sorry.
But
Intrusive thought took
yeah,
over. I couldn't help it. It came out.
I know you. I know. Hey, there it is. Look, but you were saying something about loving yourself. Being you have to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You must know who you are, and not every person is a leader. Not every person is a follower. But you have to know your strength and your worth.
That
And I
part.
think that's the key thing
Worth.
right there. Your worth, and know that you're valuable to someone. You're a commodity to someone that loves you unconditionally. And I don't believe anyone can love you like you can love yourself. So you gotta love yourself. I've been told, I treat you like you act. No, you don't, because I'll act like that. That's how you. That's my worth to you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my worth to you. So when
What's
we
up,
get to
Ty?
that point, then I need to show you that's not my worth. That's not how I see me. And if you view me that way, let me revert back to who. How shall I? Let me show you who I am because you're not seeing it.
That part right there.
Yeah, and that's a troubling part too, because we have many sides. Um, no one person knows all of you.
Don't play
All of
Another
our, and
one.
6986
I think
says.
we've talked about this
Welcome to
before.
the live.
All of those that we are
Streamlabs
connected to
says.
or we allow
Welcome to
into
the
our
live.
world, they only have bits and pieces of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe there's one person that has all of me. They know little bits of things about me because they
Facts.
can't handle it all. You can't handle it all because it's so. I mean, we're such a dynamic, created being until you have to really trust someone to give them you, even that little part that they have. So
Yep.
to give you all of me and expect for you to protect me the way that I'm going to protect me, be it by myself or acting silly or whatever the case may be, it's that's life.
Now,
I think it's life.
with it, I wanna I want to talk a little bit about the difference between being lonely and the difference of being alone and feeling lonely. A lot of
Hmm.
individuals think that just because you're alone, you're lonely. I'm like, being alone is just you singularly. That's just you, the
Hmm.
singular you. But being lonely is a feeling of nothing, no one, yeah, nothing or no one, to where you feel as if there is no, I don't, it goes deeper than support. There is no, you have no community. You have nothing nor no one that is able to make you feel as if you are seen, as if you are somebody.
Hmm. I take that a step. Am I cutting you off?
No,
Okay.
I was
I
done.
see. You should really try to get me to talk today, aren't you?
You should. I'm sorry. I can. If you don't want to talk, I can do this by myself. I'm
I
perfectly
know.
fine with being alone. I'm never lonely.
It's just
Go ahead.
um alone and loneliness is two different things, as you were saying. Alone means alone in a room, just me and you. What's the worst of words? I'm all shook up. I don't know what to do. That was a good, that was a song that was just so touching to me.
Yeah, I
But
know what
being
song you're talking
alone
about now.
is,
Dolly says,
yeah,
"Hey fam,
Adams, Yolanda Adams.
Hey, Dolly's
Um,
on. What's up? What's up?
Hi, Dolly. Did she say hi?
Yeah, she said, "Hey, fam."
All right. But she did that song, Alone in a Room, Just Me and You. I'm all tore up. I don't know what to
What to
do.
do? Yep.
When I'm alone, I'm not alone.
Mhm.
I'm actually with God. And I'm never alone. So I can never say I'm alone.
Yeah.
But when I'm away from people or the rat race or whatever, I'm alone
Oh,
so
the
that I
rat
can
race.
think,
Mhm.
so that I can pray, so that I can connect, get rejuvenated, revived, and all of that good stuff with God. When I get alone, I mean, I may be asleep, but it's rejuvenation, it's restoration to be alone because you got all of this stuff going on, constantly doing something, and you're resting. For me, that's alone is to be by myself and to get me back together.
Yes.
To be lonely means I miss that touch of another human being. I miss that I'm longing.
Connection.
I'm longing for that connection or that love that I may need, that adult conversation or even a child conversation.
Mhm.
Is I don't have the presence of a earthly human being to be in touch with. So I long to have that. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. For me being alone, it allows me to really get more in tune with myself, to really be able to connect with myself. Everybody calls it something different, God or any higher power, all these different things.
It's only one.
I say again.
It's only one. I stand firm on
Again, I'm
that.
like, everybody has different religions. I'm not trying to
Hmm.
start any politics and religion are two things you don't speak about in the public view. I don't know who may
I
be
don't.
watching this. I'm not gonna have no messages talking about, oh, you mean da da da. Sure, that's what you believe in.
Handle it. It's okay. It's
My
okay.
response is gonna be yes, because I don't put a title on it, but it's not gonna change what it does for me.
Okay, okay. First of all, I don't know what it is, but I know who he is. I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I let me do me because I hear what
I'm
you're
not
saying.
saying anything, but I
I
will
see
say
it.
this: I'm not gonna go into
Yes.
that right now because, like I said, I'm not doing the religion and the
Oh.
politics. Oh, because
Okay.
then we're
All
gonna end
right.
up having
Here we
people
go.
coming
Here
in
we
here,
go.
and let's stay on topic. But
Oh. Here we.
for the alone, hey, you told me before. You said I need to work on driving it, right? Steering the
All
boat.
right. Drive it,
So
baby.
with that, I'm
Drive
gonna
it.
go ahead and do that. You gave me
Okay. All
some
right. You
pointers,
gave
and I
me permission
listened.
to drive it.
Don't
You
hate
gave
me.
me
Don't
permission to
hate me
drive
for
it.
actually listening. So, but for
No, don't
being
hate me because I'm happy.
right, don't hate me.
Don't hate me
I'm
because
gonna,
I'm
hey, I'm
happy.
gonna wear that shirt. I made the shirt. I made the shirt.
Okay, you better
Watch.
send me one.
Next,
Don't
I'm
hate me because
hoping
I'm
that the
happy.
rest of my gear comes by the end of this week. But with it,
Okay.
as I was saying, I'm like, when for me being alone, I enjoy that time a lot better than when I am around other people. Because you can be around other people and still feel lonely. You can still feel that you're unseen, unheard, unloved by being around other individuals. So I mean,
Mm.
you can be lonely in a pack of other people.
I don't know about. Well, that's how you feel.
I mean, think about it. If you're around other people and you don't have that connection with them like that, you can still feel lonely.
Mm. I won't say I feel lonely.
Hmm.
I would say I feel like I'm not in my. Dolly, I need my word. I'm not in my element.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not in my element. I wouldn't say lonely. What is lonely? Sad because one has no friends or company. Mm.
So you can be
Okay.
around a bunch of people and still not feel like you are in your element, you are in your
Without
company.
companion, solitary.
Because
That's
remember,
lonely.
everybody who's around you and that talk to you is not your friend.
But that ain't got nothing to do with me being lonely. They there. Whether I want to connect with them and have a conversation or not, that's something totally different.
But has there ever there's been times story time story. There's been times where I've gone out with individuals that I know of that or either that I know, and things could be going on, but I still would feel lonely being with them. It's as if my soul knows it's like, okay, are you really supposed to be here? I
Mm,
can feel lonely in the company of the individuals I'm with. There's been times
okay.
where I was
Dolly says. Feeling unwanted in a group of people. Can create feeling alone. Detached.
yes.
What'd she say?
She said, feeling unwanted in a group of people can create feeling alone, detached, loneliness.
Hmm. Okay.
Because I'm like, as we
Okay.
stated, being alone and lonely are not the same thing.
Hmm.
Now,
Detached.
as I was
Mm-hmm.
saying, for me, feeling lonely is feeling unseen, feeling unheard, feeling unloved,
Hmm.
and I'm missing out on those things when I'm lonely. Because even when it comes down to it, oftentimes when people are depression, they have that feeling of loneliness.
Yes. And usually when people that are depressed, they pretty much isolate themselves or they're not active, they're not doing anything, and so they are alone with a feeling of loneliness.
I've known of somebody who with the clinical depression to where he can be around people and he still feels lonely because
It's
the things that
detached.
he's dealing with, yeah, I guess you could that falls in detached. The things that he's
Yeah.
dealing with, he doesn't feel as if anybody understands him. He doesn't talk about those things with those individuals. And with it,
Yeah.
so he doesn't feel as if he can connect with anybody. So he still feels lonely when he's around people who he considers his friends. Mainly because of the fact that he doesn't feel that he can really truly connect, that he can be seen, that he can be heard. Granted, he's
Depression
not
is
saying
a
anything
beast.
about it, but
Right. Depression is a beast. And when you start talking about depression, it's you got to understand depression um in more than one. I found out more than one realm. See, depression is it's a beast. Depression will separate you from people, and you really have no understanding as to why I feel so down. I feel
mm-hmm.
so. Some people say lazy. It's not a laziness. It's depression is a spirit. It's no other way around. It's a spirit, a spirit of depressed. I can't. And it's not a negative thing, but it's one of them things where it just holds you back.
Mm-hmm.
It speaks no good into your spirit, no good into your soul. It doesn't motivate you or encourage you to do anything. It's just you're one of those things.
You said you're
Now
just
there is a type of uh
oh okay
there is a type of
okay
depression
good
that people tend to get when they're
huh
not getting their way.
okay
You
I'm
can't
tracking
have
close
what
the
you
door
need. you're not getting what you need, and it causes you to step back.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't watch how you're stepping back, you may step too far back and detach yourself and live with, you know what, I made a mistake, or I'm not getting this and I'm not getting that. And yeah, it messes with your head. But either way, it's a spirit that overcomes you. That if you got the right person, the right motivator, the right spiritual guide, you can get out of it and you can understand it a little bit more. So people that are depressed, my heart is out to them because I know where it takes you to, where it can take you to.
Mm-hmm.
I know you say not religion, but hey, that's who I am. Um, was it Solomon? I think it was Solomon.
You said Solomon or Solomon?
Solomon or Saul one was depressed, and it was Saul. And David used to play the lyre for him,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the music that helped him to, to get some spirit back into him, some life back into him.
Yes.
It was that music. But the Bible speaks of depression, people having depression. And he wasn't the only one. There were a few. David was probably depressed too when was out here running from his son, looking like he was crazy and all of that. But, that right there, because of the way people treat you, or you feel like you're being treated, or that can get you depressed. So that's not a good place to be. And I think this month is Mental Health Month.
October?
I think so.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that. Real quick, how can learning to enjoy your own company strengthen your energy and intuition?
It teaches you who you are.
So
If
how
you're honest with
important
yourself.
is it to
Oh,
know
it's
self?
me. It's very important. How you supposed to, if you don't know who you are, whose you are, what you are, where you going, why you going,
Mm-hmm.
when you going, you just, who is it you said? You one of them that don't believe in nothing and you falling for anything.
I mean, it's the same thing. If you don't
You,
stand for anything, you'll fall for anything.
that's why I
If you
love
don't
religion.
stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
You
There we
fall for
go.
anything. But, you got to know who you are. You
Mm-hmm.
can't, you got to be true with these. What's the name of your show? Truth?
Divine time.
Divine Time.
Yes, I
Well,
have a
we
segment
talking
called
about,
"Speak Your Truth."
okay, all right, speak your truth. You know, getting back in that head again. We can get so up in our
I know.
head until we think that we are this or that or not this or that. And you don't have anyone that that you really trust or you will listen to let you know, ho. You got some toilet paper stuck on your foot and it stinks. You need to get it off. So if we with ourselves all the time and we're not listening to what other people are saying, we're not getting into the truth of who we are. Who are we?
Yes.
So you got to know who you are. And you got to know that you either master something or you need to master something.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not all that. We're steady in a learning, growing mode. And it helps, it comes from someone helping you to get there. So being by yourself, you get to, take a look at yourself. What we don't do. Let's take a look at ourselves. Did I create this? Who is that?
Uh, I'll inform you later.
Okay.
So with it, I want to continue talking more on this solitude here in a second. But first, I know somebody wants to say hello.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good at yourself. Look at you.
I had to come interrupt.
I know you did. That's what I said. I was like,
You what?
She said she had to come interrupt.
That's fine. Your sister was on the line.
Oh, she was?
Yeah, she's still there.
What up, head?
Oh my gosh.
She's on TikTok.
Is that the family term for everybody?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Dolly says,
Oh my
"Hey
God.
girl,
Hey, one of your nephews got it too. The baby boy, her baby boy, he got that head too. Yep, that's
Y'all
a family
horrible.
trait.
Y'all horrible.
I apologize.
Because I gotta go feed them that haven't eaten.
The older ones here too?
Yes.
Okay, I hear you blowing up. So all right, cool. All right.
All right.
Back on track. Boom. That's why we take notes.
Dolly
Yes.
says,
Yes.
your nephews said hi.
Yes.
Aw. Hey. All right. Anyway, so with it,
Who said hi?
my
I'm so
question,
nosy.
my question, for you: when was the last time you truly enjoyed being by yourself? No distractions, just peace.
Probably yesterday. After that walk yesterday, oh man, I don't know what the world was wrong with me, but my knees were killing me. I was in pain. And we only did like a mile and a half. And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Oh, you've been out the game for a while.
Oh. But I mean, you think about it, 2-3 weeks ago, heck, we were in Mexico and we were walking 4 or 5 miles a day. And it's a little bit more humid there, so I was sweating like oink oink. But for some reason yesterday, I don't know if don't get me started. I don't know if it's because I couldn't get my stride.
She said sweating like oink oink.
Oink, oink. I couldn't get my stride in, and I think that has something to do with it. But my knees were killing me. So I came home and I let everybody know, hey, I just need to chill.
Yeah.
And I knew if I went to sleep that my body would heal itself.
Mm-hmm.
I took a nap. It wasn't so that didn't help. But trust me, when I woke up this morning, hey, sister was on it. I was on it. Look out, church, here I come.
So
yeah.
what do you learn about yourself in silence that you can't hear in noise? Because I know even when it comes to the Bible, they say to go into prayer. So I mean, with that is also silence as well. I mean, until you reach that point to where God is speaking back to you. Everybody doesn't hear the voice, or everybody can hear the voice, but they might not always be a hearing. Sometimes it's a feeling. That's something I had to learn through grandma.
For me, it's I have feelings. I have to be very careful with feelings because that spiritual discernment. Sometimes my feelings are motivated by what I want, but that spiritual discernment is me lined up with God, the Holy Spirit, to speak at all times.
Yes.
I can sometimes, not all the times. Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: if I got chaos in my head, I don't hear God. But if it's chaos going on around me, I hear God telling me what I need to do.
Okay, I get that from you.
So if it's, I am not schizophrenic, although I don't even know what the new term is, but the voices in your head, you hear them a lot at night when you're going to bed.
Yeah.
We used to laughing at that the other day. It's like, will you shut up so I can go to sleep?
I can't, as we spoke about earlier, there's a lot of things that go on with me that I can't speak about out loud to a great many of people due to the fact that it'll probably put me in a loony bin.
Well, a whole lot of people need to be in a loony bin because they don't know how to handle it.
Yes.
They don't know how to handle
Normal is based off the majority, and unfortunately, those with gifts don't fall into the normal, so they will be ostracized as different.
You just said something. Normal versus abnormal. Abnormal is seen by normal as not being like them. And that's one of the things that you need to learn is who you are so that you can operate into who you are and not who the normal wants you to be. Because if you look at normal right now, and I'm not. It's not political. It's not. But everything to me is God. But it is one of those things where you see
God
how
is in
jacked
everything.
up. Yes, He is. You said He is or isn't?
I said God is in everything.
Yes, he is. And because it's so
God is
much.
not in anything. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, look at here. You know I
I
was gonna
have
get you.
intrusive thoughts. Like I swear,
I
I
was
be
gonna
feeling
eat
like
you
I have
like a
Tourette's
rib bone.
sometimes.
You hear me? I was going to eat you like a rib bone. I was getting ready to tie you up.
No.
But listen, you see, you don't make me forget. Snack a rib.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh,
Yeah,
I got
I
that beef rib.
forgot. I forgot. It's like
Where's your notebook?
what you were saying right here. Well, it was what you were saying. It's like, the norm right now when you see what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
that's not normal.
Mm-mm.
That is not normal.
They're trying to make it
That is
normal.
abnormal behavior. And whereas what they're seeing as abnormal behavior is the love and care that we as
Mm-hmm.
humans, regardless of what continent you're on, that's what we're supposed to have for one another. That's abnormal today.
So I wanna go ahead and bring something up because what we had just talked about rolls into what the next little topic was going to be. Why some people fear solitude. One of the things on here is how societal conditioning makes people afraid of their own thoughts and emotions. You just hit on that where you were talking about at night. It seems like all the noise really comes out. And I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same for me. I feel like even when I go to sit in meditation, oftentimes the biggest battle I have is silencing my mind or even really getting used to. In the past, what I had issues with was silencing my mind. Now, where I'm at, I don't try and silence my mind. I try to become balanced with the thoughts that go through it to understand how my mind is working so that way I have a better understanding of what's going on internally. Because no matter how I feel, if my mind is feeling a type of way, control the head, control the body. Learn that in martial arts. If your mind is messed up, it's going to be very difficult for you to get anything else in attack. Now, many people associate alone with unwanted. And that how I started off when I was talking when I started the episode with the story of when I was out at the bar and the lady comes up to me and is like, I always see you alone, like you're always by yourself, like do you not have any friends? That's the thing that gets me right here where it says that a lot of people associate alone with unwanted. Just because you see somebody alone doesn't mean they're unwanted. There's a lot of people who go out to be alone because they have a lot of people, they deal with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis. With my job, I'm talking to people all the time. And unfortunately, it's always about their issues. I'm in IT. That's what happens. Things break. I got to fix it. So my job is to fix. But luckily, I'm a helper and I love fixing. I love solving problems. I love fixing things. So it works out perfect for me. However, due to the gifts that I have, people like to trauma dump on me as well. So now I'm hearing about all the things happening with them, and it's a lot easier for people to talk to people they don't know than to people that they do know because they don't have to worry about that judgment and criticizing all that other things that may come with it. Like they get on the phone or whatever, whoop de doo, and all of a sudden they're telling me about the things that's going on with their household and everything. They don't know what I look like. They most likely never going to see me. They might not even talk to me ever again. So it's easy for them to drop all that on me. So when I go out, I need to recharge. The way that I recharge is being by myself. I'm a I like to be alone so that way I can get myself back in order. I need to be able to recharge.
So
Doesn't
I
mean I'm
guess you was gonna
unwanted.
ask. I guess you was gonna. I guess you had a question for me, but I got something to tell you.
I didn't have a question for you. I was just
What
stating
that
that.
that is a trait of a counselor.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, you're aware. Okay, so why you complaining? You just gotta
I'm not
watch
I'm not
yourself.
complaining. I was
I'm just joking.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm not
Hold on,
complaining. I enjoy it. Otherwise, I would have left the field already. I would have been like, man, bump this stuff. I'm
man.
done.
Hold on.
My whole life,
Um,
I've been a counselor to people.
is Dolly still there?
Yes, she is. Say
Okay,
hey, guy.
Dolly,
I'm joking.
Dolly. Do you remember that day? A long time ago. You and
Long
I. It
Dolly
was on a
said,
Sunday.
Jesus
You
took
and
time
I
to
were
be
walking
alone.
through
To pray.
the NEX, and I don't remember exactly how it happened, but it was you made a comment. Dang, he watching you and he should be watching me. And what
Dolly
it was
said,
pretty much it was a
pineapple.
younger dude, but it was the energy that I had. or that light,
Pineapples. Pineapples.
or
Oh gosh.
that yeah, it was the energy or the gift that he saw, and both of y'all have that same thing. People are attracted to you. I
Hmm.
didn't understand how to handle it when I was younger, but I do now. That attraction is for me to bring hope, for me to give that word that they may need that's going to help them through the day, that's going to help them through life, that may even save their life. But for a while there in my life, it was like everybody was, I had that attraction and I was thinking the negative. I didn't know how to turn it around and use it the way that it should have been used. Whereas now, I think y'all got it. I think you have it. You have it. You
So.
understand. It's a gift, it's a calling, and not everyone has that.
Hmm.
And for someone to come up to you, don't know you from Adam, will come up to you and just pour out their heart. That was happening to me when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Ain't grown people talking to me like that. And I'm like, but whatever I said, they got it. Whatever I said, they got it. Now, was I alone? Yes, I was alone a lot. Because like I said, I had one 7 years older than me and one 9 years older than me. And all I had was the queen. Miss Addie. So who was nurturing and pouring into me that I didn't even understand what was happening. But she kept me in a point to where I was always rooted. I was always rooted. No matter what I did, how I did it, or whatever, I always came back to that point. So alone is a good thing.
Yeah. And I mean, in
Yeah.
all honesty, the truth, solitude is where awareness grows.
Yes, it does.
I'm like, when
It
you're
does.
able to be alone, be in your thoughts, understand your mind, you're able to be more mindful and pay attention to things that are going on. You'll start to recognize when your body is feeling a type of way what that means.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to connect past situations with the feelings that you're feeling at that time. You'll become a lot more aware, and with that, it will allow you to pick up and see things that you may have missed before in the past.
But you have to be true to yourself.
Yes.
You have to be true to yourself and realize that you know what? If somebody said that I'm doing something wrong, take a look at it.
Hmm.
If somebody say
You've done that to
I'm
me,
doing something,
and I really thank you for that.
amen. If somebody tell you you're doing something great, make it greater. Listen to what people are saying, but now you have to know who to listen to
Hmm.
because
That's
there
that
are some people
discernment.
that will tear you down because you are doing great
Hmm.
and they're a little bit jealous.
Yep.
But spiritual discernment, as you say, it will definitely let you know, hey,
That's something we're gonna need to talk
no,
about later on in the future. Discernment. That's another life lesson. That discernment, because everything that glitters ain't gold.
no, it's not. No, it's not. But you can quietness. You got to learn how to let people talk, and you be quiet. What the word says:
Question. Quick question.
quick to listen and
Is that you
slow
telling me?
speak.
Is that you telling me that, or is it something that you're saying?
That's something that I'm saying. But if you
Okay.
want to take it and live with it, then live with it.
I
Yeah.
was I was just asking because I thought I did pretty good at like being a lot quieter than I used to be.
Don't take it Yes, you are. Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
was asking. I was like, "Are you giving me advice right now, or are you just speaking for the general?"
My only advice
I
to you
wasn't sure
right
if you were
now is
speaking to me or just
mhm,
speaking.
I'm just speaking. Is it
Oh,
okay
okay.
if I just speak?
No, be quiet.
Hmm.
Um,
Did you what? Did you what?
she like, okay, fuck off.
Okay,
um,
we gonna do
Dolly
that.
says. Good wisdom, y'all.
Hey, I mean,
What?
we having a conversation, passing on those life lessons, things that we have learned. I use this podcast to educate other individuals because we all have go through things in life, and the best way for us to learn and grow is to learn from others. That's the reason why community is so important. We need to pass on that
Mhm.
knowledge and wisdom instead of watching people make the same mistakes that we made. How are we going? Not doing it. Not going. Staying on topic. Yes, we do have a lot of wisdom.
Hey, let the Holy
Dolly
Spirit lead you.
says. Amen.
Yeah, amen. But with
Who
it,
said that?
Dolly,
Ow!
why do you think people get uncomfortable seeing someone at peace alone?
The devil don't want you to be happy.
I mean, mean, that
Don't
pretty
hate
much
me 'cause
sums
I'm
it up.
happy.
That sums that up. Shoot. Cut,
Homie,
wrap,
don't want
throw it
you
out.
for real. You know, it's two young ladies in my church, man.
Mhm.
Them girls, whew, they're on the praise and worship team. And them two right there. And this is a positive thing. Them jokers got so much energy. So much energy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I got too much energy. But then it says, you know what? I got the same energy, but I'm at a lot older, but it's there. But to watch them, it's like they own it. They're really on it. So am I going to hate them because they're happy? No. I'm going to get me a little piece of that too. It's nothing wrong with it. But people hate it. They can't stand, well, not all people. There are, what I preached
Don't
the other
hate me
night,
because
there's a
I'm
group
happy.
of people. Yes. There's a group of people that don't want you to be happy.
Mhm.
They want you to suffer right along with them.
Yes.
They don't want you to be that dynamic praise worship singer. They don't want you to be that dynamic
Waiter.
flagger. Yeah, they're flaggers. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to have relationships with your children. But on the outside, it makes it look like, I'm all for you. I got you. But down on the inside, they don't want you to be happy. And they don't even realize they don't want you to be happy because they're not happy.
Yes. Man.
Hurting people hurt
Another
people.
one.
That part. Hurt people hurt people. Dealt with that too many times. Whereas they're in pain, so they want to bring pain to others. I mean, that's ultimately a bully. It's a bully. The only way that they feel better is to try and bring others down. Like, nah, miss me with that noise. Have you ever gone through a period where solitude helped you rediscover yourself?
Yeah.
You wanna elaborate on that, or you just want to leave it so?
I'm trying to think
Oh
which one
my
to elaborate on.
gosh.
It's happening. What's wrong?
My daughter is you. Like, the face you were making, I was like, bruh. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I apologize.
You know what?
Gosh.
I have been by myself so many times in so many different situations until I don't even know which one to go to. All I know is that I think we talked about this. I went through, but I had that forward movement. I didn't stop. I didn't let it stop me. And I got this from this lady, we as black people always, or church people, we always, we going through. But I met this woman and she says, move forward. Move forward. Move forward. I moved forward.
Yes.
I didn't stay
Dolly
stuck
says,
where I was at.
Psalm 23.
And being alone helped me to realize that, you know what?
23rd
This is what
Psalm.
you got.
I hear you.
Sometimes you got to encourage yourself.
Yes.
You do. You really do. You really do. And see, that's what a depressed person can't do at all times.
Welcome to the
is
live.
encourage themselves. Yes. You got to be able to speak life into your situation. You got to know that, you know what, no matter what I'm going through, I'm moving forward in the Lord. God gonna get me through this mess. He's gonna get me through it. But while I am by myself, I'm not by myself, I'm with God. And the Holy Spirit is gonna help me to get, I'm gonna hear some good things. I'm gonna be reminded of some things that I've come through. So that's what I'm saying. Be true with yourself. Okay, you know what? I went through this and this person and the same thing with
Ella
that
says,
person. Okay, so
hello,
it must be
greetings
me.
and best
It must
wishes.
be me. Lord, help me.
Ella
Work
says,
on me. And
I
don't
have
be
paid
blaming other
attention to
people.
you,
When you
and
were in
I
that
will
alone
always
time, don't be
support
thinking
you.
about other people.
Ella
Work
has
on you.
donated one and says, sent heart me
What's
X1.
that?
Thank you, Ella. Much love and appreciated.
What was that?
Ella, she's like, hello, greetings and best wishes. I've paid attention to you and I will always support you. Respect. Thank you.
Amen, Ella. To God be the glory. Amen.
So with it, I want to start hitting up on to getting closer to our close of becoming your own best friend. Because I don't want to really go too far over an hour. I mean, I can edit it and actually drop the episodes where it is about an hour. But with it, becoming your own best friend. As I was stating earlier, I'm like, you need to treat yourself with the same love, patience, and understanding that you were giving others. For so long, I would pour more into others than I would myself. And with that, I'm giving so much energy to other individuals, so much love to other individuals. And unfortunately, the people who are around me would not do the same for me, or were not even in the position to be able to do the same for me. So when it came down to it, I was halting a lot of my blessings by putting that same energy and effort into others. When I learned to put that back towards myself, I started watching everything flourish. Um, I don't know if I should even disclose this. You already know, but yeah, I've accomplished a lot. I've accomplished a lot when I
To God be the glory.
remained when I found my solitude in being alone once again and started pouring back into myself. When I made myself my best friend, and started treating myself the way that I wished that others would treat me. It's almost as if I fell back in line to where I'm supposed to be, back in my journey in life. And with that, everything that I was wanted and thought that I was working towards dang near fell in my lap. I mean, yeah, there was some hiccups, but it came
There's
so
always some
it
hiccups,
came
yeah.
almost effortless. It came almost effortless. Than how it could have been, and with all the struggles that I was facing in the past. I feel that me listening to myself, me loving myself, and putting that time to really understand myself and what it is that, not what I want to do, but what I need to do. It put me in literally in places that I needed to be without me understanding why I needed to be there. It allowed me to be at the perfect time to be able to help individuals that really needed it at that specific time. A lot of things that I have gone through, it aligns me with what I'm supposed to be doing.
Okay.
It has elevated me to where I have a job to where it doesn't feel like a job. It has put me in a place to where I have everything that I need to be able to provide for my family. It has allowed me to go out by myself, and I can be myself freely and not care about the onlookers, because
Okay.
I know that I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm not doing anything to make anybody feel. I'm not doing anything to deliberately make anybody feel a type of way. Now, with it, anything you do is going to affect somebody. But you have to think about it. If you are treating others the way that you want to be treated, and you're treating them with love, respect, and dignity, the only time that people will feel a type of way is something that they're dealing with internally. It's not something that
Okay.
you
Another one.
specifically, another one, are doing to them. It's the way that they are receiving what is being done. Because, for example, I go out sometimes and I'll be smiling at people and be like, hey, how you doing? Hope you have a good day. Or people will talk to me, and other people will end up looking at me and being like, ugh, type stuff. Looking at me and giving me weird looks, and sometimes making weird remarks and stuff. And it's interesting because I never talked to them. I haven't done anything to them. But it's just the fact that I'm walking in my divine authenticity. Now it's upsetting you. The demon shadows, whatever you want to call it, that you are battling, that you do not want to take the time to be alone, to challenge yourself. Battle those things to find who you are, to be able to actually elevate yourself to a point to where you can be just like that. To be able to go
Preach.
around and enjoy your own hospitality and be able to spread that same love to other individuals. I'm sorry, it's coming out. I can't hide it. So it bothers me.
Preach.
It bothers me when you are you and others will not like you for you being you. We all
What's
are
so?
we all are a separate gear in a clock. We need to
Why
learn
does
to be
it?
able to turn together to be able to make this world move. But instead, you're going to have that and one individual who wants to be that paperclip that somebody jammed in the gears to stop everything. It
So why does it bother you
doesn't bother
so
me.
much? Oh, you just say it bothers you when people act like that. I mean, that's what people do. That's That's the design of thing.
So
I mean, everybody's. It's not gonna be unison.
let me say this.
Okay.
It doesn't personally bother me when people act like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it does
Mm-hmm.
bother me thinking as a whole of why individuals would try and disrupt the energy in a place because they refuse. Nah, it just popped in my head. It bothers me when an individual is comfortable with interrupting the energy in a space because of the fact that they do not want to see themselves happy.
Okay, so we know that that's how they are.
Yes.
But now, because you have a heart of love, and I think I spoke to you about
Yeah,
that.
you called me a
It's you
hippie.
when you have that heart of love, your expectations of people is for them to have that as well.
I don't
No, you
I
have
don't have
that.
an
You have
expectation.
that.
Expectations leads to disappointments.
And you know what? We're all disappointed right now because we are under the assumption that, we are supposed to be nice to each other. That's not happening.
I want people to be
There
kind.
are
Nice doesn't
folk don't
mean
know
what
how
we
to be
think it
kind.
is.
Folk don't
Nice
don't
is
so
nice
some
is
people don't
faking
know.
it. Nice is faking
So
it. I want it to
listen,
be genuine. I want
listen.
them to be kind.
Okay, so let me say what I'm gonna say on that.
Sorry.
Let people be who they are, you be who you are.
Hmm.
You let your light shine. And I'm telling you, a light will put out darkness every time. You walk in a room and you turn on a light, guess what? It's gonna illuminate in that room.
Yes.
So that little dark spot, it will be revealed. But the most revealing that needs to happen is you. When people see that, you know what, what you're saying don't bother me, and you happy, and I'm a happy hater. Did that come out right? I'm a happy hater. I'm miserable. I ain't never been alone, and if I have, I'm saying the wrong things to myself. I'm not encouraging or motivating myself.
Hmm.
Then they will see there is another side. No, they will be transformed by the renewing of their mind.
Mm.
And that's what needs to happen. They need to be transformed. The heart is a horrible little thing. People take the heart as love. It's more hatred in that heart than you could ever imagine. That flesh is so corrupt. The
A
enemy
lot of
is
scars.
in the head, man, in the head, in the head. But you know what? I can't live wondering why people are doing what they're doing because I already know why. I already know why. But I know also what I need to be doing to make a difference. It's about making a difference.
Yes.
It's about making a difference, a positive difference. And yes, you know everything is not positive, but you know how to deal with it. You know how to deal with it. So those that look like they've been sucking on lemons for breakfast all their life,
Looking like
let
someone
me give you
pissed
some
in their
sugar.
Wheaties.
Let me give you some sugar because you don't seem to understand who you are or
Yes.
whose you are and or how you affecting things. So you can't. If you're gonna be that light, you can't be worried about how people are acting. You just got to do the right thing. Who was that
Facts.
did that? Do the right thing.
Dolly
DTRT, do the
says,
right thing even when
be
no
the
one is
light in
looking.
dark places.
Hey, do the
Be the
right
light in
thing.
dark places. Exactly. And I'm not
Yes.
talking about not brushing your teeth and having going through and just cling, but literally letting your light
Okay.
shine. Didn't oh
You have to.
didn't I feel like we talked about this before? Letting your light shine. Was that last week?
I don't know.
I don't know. We talk about a lot of stuff. Oh
We
man.
sure do.
We do. I love it. But as you were just saying, doing things to allow yourself to let your light shine. Some things that's for anybody who is one of those Debbie Downers, I guess you can call it, an Eeyore. I'm like
Eeyore.
some
Another
things
one.
that you could do. I mean, give yourself daily affirmations. That's a good start. Reaffirming
That's
yourself
good.
that you are something, that you are
Oh.
somebody, that you can do things. I mean, positive self-talk, that right there is a major thing. Like I stated
Mhm.
before, control the mind, control the body. You control that mind. A lot of individuals are sick. Like my big bro, Mr. Impossible. I told him, like, he got on me. Big up to you, much love and respect. I had to stop myself with that. The My son just started going back to school, And with that, anybody who has kids, they know when that child goes to school, stand by for the sicknesses, because you may be clean, but that don't mean that other people and their kids are clean, you know? So of course, and I had told Impossible, I was like, yeah, I was like, I feel a sickness coming on. I was like, my son just started school again. He's sniffling and coughing and all that. And Impossible was just like, he was like, he was like, you better speak that away right now. He's like, anything you say is what it will be. He was like, he's like, if you say this is what it is, he was like, then it is. He's like, and show it shall. And I'm just like, all right, cool. So I had to really start telling myself, and I had to remind myself, like, dang, if I tell myself I'm getting sick, I'm gonna get sick. If I tell myself I'm ugly, no matter how many people say that, oh, you are handsome, whatever, I'm still gonna feel like I'm ugly. The positive self-talk will help you shift your mindset. It'll have you look at things in a different light. If you're constantly finding the bad in things, like a couple episodes back, you stated you were like, I like to stay positive. And I had told you, I was like, I get that, but you also have to recognize that there are negatives, because that right there will be that lesson. Lessons aren't always usually positive. It's usually, a lot of us will learn things through something that is unfavorable for us, you know?
Yeah, and
But
I think
there's
you kind of
still
took that out of
positive in
context,
it.
is what I was saying.
Yeah, I understand. I was just bringing it
Uh-huh.
up to tie into what I was gonna say for the next part with the positive talk. If you're
Okay.
constantly finding the negative in things and you neglect to bring up the positive, then you're always going to be wallowing in that darkness. You're always going to find the darkness in everything. So with that, if you keep your mind focused on the positive, you see why I brought that up, Ma? If you keep your mind on that positive and recognize that there is darkness, your light will shine through that. But it's not going to take away the fact that you recognize that bad things do happen. But what are the positives from these things as well? It will allow you to see the blessing before you recognize exactly what that lesson is in that moment. Doing what makes you feel alive. A lot of people I've noticed just sit up and play games all the time. That might make you feel alive, but it's also killing your body. It's destroying the mind as well. What are you learning? How is it bettering you in any way? Do things that make you feel alive, that bring love, peace, joy, and happiness back to your life. Now, granted, games can do that, but you have to find a comfortable balance, because there's people who can get on and do these things and take away the time from everything else that's their other responsibilities. When I say responsibilities, if you have a family, you should be choose the words wisely. You should be a figure that is seen in that household, whether you are male or female. If you
Okay.
have responsibilities, you need to take care of those responsibilities. Now, doing the things that make you feel alive, you need to find that balance with the things that you need to do to stay alive as well. Speaking kindly to yourself, that falls in with that positive self-talk. But also, let me give an example. A positive self-talk would be along the lines of, matter of fact, you do it a lot. Give me one, and I'll hit the speaking kindly to yourself. Give me an example of a positive self-talk.
I got this. I
And
got this.
and speaking kindly to yourself, let's say you forgot to put gas in the car, and then you just got back home and you're like, oh man, instead of being like, I'm stupid, how did I forget this? I'm so dumb. You can sit there and be like, oh man.
I got to get up earlier in the morning to go get done what need to get done. Get up in the morning.
I would say
Yeah.
speaking kindly to yourself, you'd be like, oh man, I did forget that, didn't I? All right.
Mm.
What time would I need to wake up in the morning in order to make sure that I can put gas in the car and still make it to where I need to go? Oh, okay, bet. So now I gotta get up at 6:15. Look at that. I might not have done it. I might have messed up and forgot to do it right now, but I found time to do it again. You are so smart. Fix the problem before it became a problem. Look at that. See,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm on
That's
it.
the
I'm on
big
it.
thing right there. Fix a problem before it becomes a problem.
So that right there would be speaking kindly to yourself, not putting yourself down.
Right.
Reassuring yourself that you got this. Reassuring yourself that, okay, I might have messed up, but that one mess up is not going to stop the day. And at the same time, I might have messed up, but it might have saved my life also. Because if you would have stopped to put gas in the car, who knows? You might have been in a shootout. Accidentally, something could have happened there. I mean, where I'm at right now, it seems like a lot of people are shooting things up, and I don't know why. So that's why I use that as an example. But I mean, talking kindly to yourself on that one, it's like, man, I might have just saved my life by
Another
forgetting to
one.
put gas in there. Everything happens for a reason. That's divine time right there. Celebrate your wins, comfort yourself in losses, and trust your decisions. A lot of people, they second guess their thing. They second guess their answers, not just only on tests. You need to be able to trust your decisions. Don't seek others for that validation on what it is that you did. You trust yourself enough to know that what you did was right. Comfort yourself in losses. Hey, lose is just what was it? Fail is first attempt in learning.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
So when it comes down to it, with me training, with me teaching, training, anything, I tell people all the time, I'm like, you didn't lose. It's what did you learn? So don't ever think that you lost something. I mean, even if you misplaced something, I always say, you look for something so hard you can't find it. When you stop looking for it, it pops up exactly where you are. And that goes for even if you decide that you want to say that you lost. If you were to lose, you didn't lose. You just learned. It allowed you to set yourself up differently, prepare differently for the next time you take that task. Me purposely, I have gotten happy with not passing the first time, because now I'm just like, oh man, I know what I need to do better. So therefore, the next time I go in, even if I did fail again, I didn't fail or lose in the same criteria that I did the first time. I end up getting better and possibly perfected that, but I also learned that there's something else I need to work on with myself. Maybe there's something that I need to change, depending on what it is that I had lost at. Now, celebrating your wins, I have to work on my son with that. He celebrates his wins a little too much. I'm like, yo, you gotta tone it down some. Nobody likes an individual who is boasting. But celebrate your wins. There's too many
That's
times
true.
we overlook our wins. And I mean, I'm talking about the small wins. You woke up this morning, that's a win. Because you know something was
You got
trying to
that
take
right.
you out while you were sleeping.
You got that right.
You almost fell in the shower. Celebrate that win. Because who knows? If you would have failed, nobody might have heard you in that house. And you next thing you know, you underwater just so
And
celebrate
be
that
there for a
win.
while.
Exactly. You got out of work on time. Celebrate that win. Because I know I'll be getting mad when I get a call like 5 minutes before the time I'm supposed to get off, and I'll end up leaving until like 30, 45 minutes after I'm supposed to be gone. Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate your wins. We oftentimes only want to celebrate the major things, and we often overlook those very minute details.
But we don't want to celebrate too much either.
We need to. That's what I was saying. Like with my son, I'm like, look, you chill out on the celebrating, but you do
Yeah.
need to celebrate. Not how often do you see people celebrate their wins? They oftentimes only really celebrate the big
Well, I
things.
guess who you hanging out with? Because yeah, who you hanging out with?
How often, even think about your friend group or the people that you hang out with. How often do you see them celebrate something like, "Ooh, I just bought a meal," knowing that right there that's a small
Well,
win.
it is, but you got to look at where you are in life.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gravitate above those things. That becomes, yes, I'm going to eat. Now, when you not able to eat,
Yes.
that's a celebratory thing, and maybe that's something that we take for granted.
Well, if you're
But
not
the
able
big
to eat,
things,
then it's going to be seen as a big thing. That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
Celebrate
That's
the
what I'm
small
saying. It depends.
things.
It depends on where you are. It
Yes.
depends on where you are. Um, like I know people that's trying to get together a business, and I'm working on business plans and
Mm-hmm.
grants and all of that good stuff, and just finishing a paragraph on that. Ooh, man, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
It depends on where you are. Yes, those things are celebrated, and it goes back to it's where you are in life. Recognize where you are. That comes with being at alone time. Recognize where you are. You're not where you were 10 years ago, 5 years
Mm,
ago, 2 years ago. You're not there.
yes.
Hopefully you've gone through and you're moving forward and you have greater things that you have done and you're expecting greater. So you're speaking that greatness into your life as well. You're detached. What happened?
I'm not detached. Do you see me moving?
No, I saw you looking at your screen. What happened?
Oh, I was scrolling it down because next we're gonna be rolling into the closing.
Okay, so can I say something?
Oh, by all means, please do.
You said something about how to become better,
Mm-hmm.
and I was as you said that I just started writing. You said something about balance.
Yes.
Balance creates greatness in all aspects of your life. Think about what you're thinking about. Think about what
Mm.
you're thinking about. And I used to get on you all the time. What you thinking about? Nothing. No, you're thinking about something. Think about what you're thinking about. If you're thinking about nothing, you need to think about why you're thinking about nothing.
Right.
Because there is something to be thought about. Um,
I get all my kids
Seek
about that.
people who will tell you the truth.
That part.
Yeah.
That's
Seek people
that's
who will
that's an
tell you the
episode
truth.
in itself.
Believe in yourself and be yourself. Know who you are so that you can be who you are.
Unapologetically.
Another one.
And
Yes,
that came
another
from Miss
one.
B. I'm Miss B today, right? And trust in God. I understand, you say what you say, but trust in God. Trust the
I
process.
believe in God.
I ain't asking for what you believe.
Then why you
Trust the
say I know
process.
you do what you
Stop it,
do?
stop it. I'm on my roll. You know you're gonna make me forget.
Go.
But trust the process of life. And yes, I like what you said. We're gonna make mistakes, but don't keep making the same mistake over and over again. That hole is gonna be there to go around it. Don't keep
Hmm.
walking in it. Go around it, and you'll get to moving forward. So that's what I would say. How to become a better you. Think
Yes.
about what you're thinking about. Seek people who will tell you the truth. Believe in yourself, be yourself, and trust God. Oh, balance. Be balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Be balanced. Yes. That's on the t-shirt. Be balanced.
Ma, I swear, you're gonna have your own clothing line when we keep doing this.
I know, right?
I'm gonna have to start sending you the proceeds.
Yes. I got some. Yes.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna on the merchandise. I'm gonna see if I can have a section that is yours. So when you start selling those, I can send you the money from it.
Oh, nice. So is Miss Dolly still there?
It says she is.
Okay. So we need to set a date
Let's
on
talk about
Monday.
that offline real quick. Let me go do the
Okay,
closing.
but yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. We need to do that.
Yeah. Let me do the closing real quick, and then we can talk about that. All right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So first of all, you know how I love to close: gratitude and what you learned. So let me go ahead and ask you that.
I'm grateful to have both of you online today. What I learned a lot today. Uh, I learned that I ain't the only one that got voices that want to keep me woke at night.
I mean, I
Did you
am
take
your
out the trash?
child.
Did you
I
do
am your
this? Did you do
child.
that?
So
We need to come up with them voices, how to deal with them voices. Did you lock the door? Did you bring the dog in? Did you put up the food?
that
Can
part.
you go to sleep?
Dolly
Jesus.
Yeah,
said,
those voices.
check please.
She
What did
said,
I
"Check, please."
learn? Um, what did I learn? A lot. Balance. You mentioned balance. And I've
Mm.
been hearing that a lot this week about balance, staying balanced.
Mm.
It's so important. It's so important. Yeah. I learned a lot. I just don't know where to put my finger on it.
Well, let's start with gratitude then, and maybe
I mean, same. Okay, go ahead.
no. I said let's start with gratitude because the
I said
question
what I
is
was grateful for.
you-
Listen.
what you.
I said I was grateful to have both of you on here today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I skipped over that one.
You know,
Yeah. No,
listen.
I heard that, but I didn't take that as in that was your gratitude.
That's small thing. It's a small thing.
Small wins.
Small thing. Small win. Small win. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's W-I-E and not W-I-N-D, because when that strong wind come through, it's gonna be a whole lot of transformation.
Oh gosh, you about to get hit with a category 5, huh? Let me stop.
Oh, we're gonna create a 6
Oh my god.
do some wipeout. It's
All
gonna
right.
be some wipeout.
Let me
Wipe
flow
out
on.
some hatred and wipe out some misunderstandings and
Oh
don't
my
get
god.
me
All
started.
right, ma. Let me flow to myself and do my closing real quick. Oh, I love this woman. She could talk. I love talking to her. I love talking to her. But yes, today on Divine Time, we end up talking about being your own best friend. Being alone does not make you lonely. So, just a recap from that, we talked about how solitude is sacred. We spoke about self love as your foundation. And we also hit up a little bit about you don't need company to be complete. You are the company you seek. Look within. What I want to say to leave with everybody is the more you enjoy your own company, the less you'll crave people who don't enjoy yours. You're only in charge of the energy you put out, not how people receive it. If you are operating in love, there is going to be an opposite of love that will come towards you. Because just like how Beauty stated, just like how she said, how she stated, there are individuals who are unhappy and want to see people who are happy and want to make them unhappy as well. Misery loves company. But I want y'all to go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, check out the lives every Sunday at 7:15. We will be live at 7:15. Just to go ahead and clear things up on the back end. And I'm going to start my panels again on Saturdays at 7. I will be posting what the topic will be on the social medias. You can find me everywhere by typing in Divine Time Podcast or either Donley_Divine. But with that, let me ask y'all this question. Leave it down in the comment section. How do you practice being your own best friend? And then just go ahead and tag Divine Time Podcast in that.
Another
But
one.
hey, relax your mind. It's Divine